Hey everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. My name is Mindy Bakes. I'm the Flip Flop Chef, and today I'm going to show you how to make an angel food cake using Pampered Chef's tube cake pan. So if you've never made an angel food cake before, it's very simple to put together because you just need the cake mix and one ingredient, or you can make it from scratch. And in Pampered Chef's Spring Summer 2024 Season's Best Cookbook, there is a recipe here for angel food cake with lemon curd. So this is on page 26, but I am going to cheat and I'm going to use a cake mix today. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to be using Pampered Chef's Deluxe Stand Mixer to mix our cake together, and then we're going to bake it in our tube cake pan. So let me show you the cake pan first. So I actually have a similar pan that my grandmother used to make her pound cake. So if you've not ever tried my grandmother's blue ribbon pound cake recipe, be sure to go to theflipflopchef.com. Check it out there. You can also find it in my recipe community, and there's a button from the main page of my website, and you can make that recipe in this pan as well. The difference between her pan and my pan is this pan has a removable bottom. How cool is that? So I'm going to make our angel food cake in this pan, and you'll notice that it has these little like arms that kind of come off of the top, or tabs, whatever you want to call them. The purpose of that is so that when this comes out of the oven, you're going to want to cool it upside down. So it's not like your traditional pan. Obviously this will be in there on the other side, but if I flipped it over right now, it would fall down. So I took it out, so don't want to confuse you there. But these little feet or tabs, whatever you want to call them, they give you the ability to kind of prop your cake pan upright on a cooling rack, and that's how you want to cool an angel food cake. So let's go ahead and get started here. So set that down, put this in here, and we're going to take our cake mix and we're going to add it to the bowl for the Deluxe Stand Mixer. So I've got the angel food cake here, and you're not going to grease your pans, okay? So angel food cake is very, they have angel food cake and they have devil's food cake. And so angel food cake doesn't have as much of the bad stuff in there. And so it literally is the cake mix and water. So we're not going to grease the pan for this or the cake mix in. I'll try not to inhale that batter that's blowing out, but 1 1/3 cups water. And then I'm going to use my beater attachment. Most of the time when I mix cake mixes, I do use the scraper paddle, but I'm going to use the beater today. And I never turn my mixer on until I have everything in place. That's just a safety feature. I know everybody does what they want to do, but that's what I do. So the directions on the box say to beat on low speed for 30 seconds. So I'm just going to use a custom setting. I'm going to go ahead and press start, and it's on the 1. So we're going to do this, and the cool thing is it does have a little counter. So it tells you how long that you have this. I'm going to speed it up just a little bit, but this is still a very low speed. And then we're going to increase the speed to medium for 1 minute before we pour it into an ungreased tube pan. And so this is specifically made so that you can use it for angel food cake. This we're going to follow the directions on the box rather than the recipe, since I am making this with the mix and not following that from scratch recipe. So for an angel food tube pan, 37 to 47 minutes. And so for that, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to use a cake tester. So go ahead and cook it for 37 minutes. Use your cake tester. Check to make sure it's fully cooked. If it needs more time, then you're going to leave it in up to an additional 10 minutes. So I wasn't paying attention, was I? I got ahead of myself. So it's been going a little bit longer, but the cool thing it tells me how long it's been going. I'm used to using a pre-programmed setting that just stops when it's done. So I'm going to bring this up to a more medium speed. We're going to go for about 30 seconds longer on that. Then we're going to transfer it into our pan. I'm going to bake it, and then I'll come back. I'll show you guys the next steps, and you'll get to see this whole process. So it does cook for a while. So I'll go off camera and then come back. Just about 10 seconds more. It actually is super thick and very almost frothy looking. Kind of looks like whipped cream. All right, turn that off. And the whisk attachment is the perfect attachment for this. It smells so good already. All right. And if you've never seen the Deluxe Stand Mixer before, be sure to go to my YouTube channel. Hopefully that's where you're watching this video today. And like my channel, subscribe to my channel, and you can even turn the notifications on, and it'll let you know anytime that I'm live or anytime that I post new content. So we're just going to keep pouring this out. And then I'm going to put it in my preheated oven, which I preheated to 350. All right, I'm just going to sort of spin this around and even out the batter. That will help us have a more flat top. Sorry for all the extra noise there. And we'll put this in the oven. When it's done, I'll come back and I'll show you the finished product. I can't wait for you to see it. All right, I'm back to show you the angel food cake. So this did take almost the entire 47 minutes that it could have. It said 37 to 47 and it took almost 47 minutes. So what you're going to do is immediately after you take this out of the oven, you want to flip it out. So I'm going to just prop this on top like that. I probably should have propped it. Let's see if I can do it where it'll be easy for me to turn. And you're going to grab the rack and the pan and just flip it over, and you're going to leave it like this until it cools completely. So I'll come back, and when it's completely cooled, we're going to use the little releasing tool that comes with the pan to scrape the cake out, and then it'll be ready to serve. So stay tuned. All right, you guys, I am back and ready to finish up our angel food cake. So I let this cool completely upside down right here on this baking rack. So I'm going to flip this over, and you see it didn't fall out. I'm going to take this little tool. This is a little releasing tool that comes with the cake pan. I'm just going to cut or press this around. Let's see. Go all the way around to release that. And then, oh, by the way, I checked the cake also when I was cooking it to make sure that it was completely done using the cake tester and releasing tool. Now, I'm not going to flip this. Well, let's see how I want to do it. I'll just put it right on here. So, look at this. So we can just press this out, because remember the bottom of the pan is removable. And I'm going to just take this little releasing tool. I'm going to do the same thing. And I'm just kind of sliding it around and pushing down just so that it will release. Did you see that happen? Put this in here. And I've got cake crumbs everywhere, but look at this. So pretty, right? So I'm just going to wipe all these crumbs off. And then we're going to make this look a little bit pretty. So let me wash my hands because I have cake crumbs all over me. So I'm going to clean up my mess. And remember, I just used a box angel food cake mix, so I cheated a little bit there. And now what we're going to do is we're going to make this so delicious. So I'm going to slice some strawberries, and I have some raspberries, I have some orange curd, and I have some whipped cream in Pampered Chef's Restyled whipped cream maker. So let's go ahead and get our strawberries ready to go. So I like to use the small steamer basket that goes with the pressure cooker. So this is sold as a set of 2, and this is the smaller basket. I'm going to cut the stems off of these strawberries. And we're going to slice these with our cup slicer. That was like twin strawberry there. I'm going to keep a couple of these whole. Excuse me, I got a frog in my throat. If you haven't seen the cup slicer yet, this is a pretty viral tool from Pampered Chef. And you're going to just press down on top of the fruit or vegetables that you need to slice. And then when you're done, you just press it into the base, and it pushes any pieces that are still stuck in between the blades right out. So we've got our strawberries. I've got a couple here that I'm going to save for garnish. I'm going to cut that one in half, leave that one whole. I'm all about trying to make food look pretty. So let's take a pretty plate. I love these plates. I got these years ago from Pampered Chef. I think they were called Celebrate plates. I'm going to take a bread knife, and I want to make sure that I'm careful not to cut on the wood because I don't want to scratch up this beautiful cake platter or cake stand that I have. So I'm being really careful at the end. Okay. Now, my hands keep getting sticky from that angel food cake. And the way that you know an angel food cake is done, you want to make sure it's really golden brown on the top. So this golden look that we have here on the bottom, which is now the top of the pan when we were cooking it, it looks really nice and golden. We're going to take some orange curd. You can use lemon curd. The recipe in the New Season's Best does call for lemon curd, but I make orange curd pretty regularly. And so I have this in my fridge, and I made this in the deluxe cooking blender. So definitely check that out. I'm going to just give a little scoop, but I'm also going to sort of smear it just a little bit. And then we're going to add some whipped cream. You guys, this whipped cream maker has been restyled. So I recorded another video that you guys can watch looking at how to make the whipped cream in the whipped cream maker. But we've totally changed how this whipped cream maker works. So I'm going to unscrew the bottom, and that you can see our whipped cream is in there. Look at this, you guys. Now we have a decorating tip to go with the whipped cream maker. So you make your whipped cream in the same container that you're going to decorate with. There's a little plug right here, a little silicone plug. Just pull that up, and that gives us a little bit of air so that when we are ready to get a good grip on this, I have found that it's easier to use if I push and twist at the same time. It's just me. You might not find that to be the same experience for you, but that seems easier for me. And then we've got some strawberry slices. These were such big strawberries. I should have chosen some smaller ones. I think they would have looked better with small ones, but that's okay. And then I've got a garnish, half strawberry and a whole strawberry. So that is how you can make this delicious angel food cake with orange curd. And if you wanted to add some raspberries, I love the containers that come with our store and serve system. And you can just add a few raspberries. That one's not so pretty. Let's put on this. That's pretty. And then you can just add a few to garnish and close this. And if you needed to, you can use the large tongs to serve this after you cut it. But look at this beautiful piece of angel food cake with orange curd. And I cheated and I used the cake mix instead of making this from scratch. But in the New Season's Best, there's a recipe for you to make it from scratch if you choose to. But I'm excited about this new cake platter. So if you guys have any questions, if you'd like to purchase any of the products that I showed you today, please reach out to me, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to help you. And if you haven't already, make sure you go to theflipflopchef.com, click the button at the top of the page so that you can join my recipe community and you'll be included in all the giveaways. And I have thousands of recipes. So I look forward to seeing you there. Bye, everyone.